Hello everyone, if you ever played a game you'll know that a steady frame rate is what you want, and in my game Flockum I've been aiming for a steady 60 frames per second. During my playtest that frame rate has been hitting its mark, but recently I added a new attack for my mech enemy. It's a continuous spiral shot and goddamn is that thing taking away my precious frames. And well, that's not good, obviously. Now at first I had assumed that it was the material or Niagara effect that needed some optimizing. I swapped out the Niagara effect and tested it again, and it still diddled my frames immensely. I then took another look at my blueprint implementation and was thinking that I may need to move this part of the code to C++. And while that would be true for it to be faster in C++, it wouldn't be 80 milliseconds faster from blueprints to C++. There was something else that was slowing it down this much. This is where Unreal Insights comes in handy. Unreal Insights allows you to profile your project and helps identify areas that may need optimizing. But you have to know how to read it. And do I? No, I don't. I mean, just look at it. After hours of researching articles, videos, and breakdowns, I still had no idea how to read it. But I needed to take a crack at it if I was looking to fix my issue. So I ran Unreal Insights on a standalone build and focused on the segment with the slowdown and looked at anything that just seemed off or caught my attention. And lo and behold, nav rendering comp, and underneath is a nav mesh debug drawing. So for those who don't know, a nav mesh allows for basic navigation for a UI. The nav mesh is generated based on the world's collision geometry and then divides it into tiles. Currently, the projectile is set to allow affecting the navigation mesh, which in turn causes the navigation mesh to update each time the projectile moves in the world. And this is high in computational cost, and doing this times the amount of projectiles makes it even more expensive. Now let's see if this was indeed the culprit. Let's uncheck can ever affect navigation and run it again. Bam! Once again we are running at 60 frames per second. Thanks to Unreal Insights, I was able to find the culprits of this goddamn tanking of the frame rates. So it's a good thing that, Unreal Insights is insightful. Yeah, good pick of the name there. So let that be a lesson that it's very helpful to know Unreal Insights.